Hey, it's Gio from zvelo. I'm the Director of Technical Services here at zvelo, and I'm doing some fun work in virtual reality, hence this virtual avatar. Last week, zvelo detected a very active U.S. Postal Service phishing attack. These attacks have been concentrated on two domains ending with .xyz and randomly generated subdomains. Perhaps a sign of the times in today's increasing cybersecurity threat landscape, the U.S. Senate unanimously passed the Strengthening American Cybersecurity Act on March 1, 2022. The legislation is urgently needed in the face of potential cyber attacks sponsored by the Russian government in retaliation for U.S. support in Ukraine. The ransomware cyber insurance cycle that's fueling the extortion economy. Today, faced with mounting losses, insurers are limiting their risk by hiking premiums, narrowing the scope of coverage, and some even are abandoning the sector altogether. In 2021, there were just over 20,000 vulnerabilities recorded in the National Vulnerability Database, almost 10% over the prior year, and the most ever recorded of any year since the database began. For those in the business of threat detection, the stakes keep getting higher and higher. Cobalt Strike is a threat emulation platform that's used to perform adversary simulations and red team operations. It's the go-to red team platform for U.S. government, large businesses, and consulting organizations. The platform has an impressive set of tools and features for reconnaissance, covert communications, spear phishing, post-exploitation payloads, attack packages, and more. New phishing technique that was presented by a security researcher that goes by the handle Mr. Docs. He posted it on his research blog along with a Git repository of sample templates to demonstrate how to pull it off. I played with the code and tested the sample, and I found it to be actually quite clever. It's described as a browser-in-the-browser phishing attack. Maybe we'll just call that BitB. Like picture-in-picture, but in this case, the attack simulates a browser window inside a web page. Let's talk about business email compromise and what you should know for 2022. According to the FBI's annual Internet Crime Report, 2021 marked a record year for financial losses due to BEC, or business email compromise, also known as email account compromise. This is a type of spear phishing attack. Phishing is the number one attack vector, and stealing identities is their primary goal. According to the 2022 Phishing Activity Trends Report from APWG, over 1 million total phishing attacks were observed, marking a new record and the worst quarter for phishing that APWG has ever observed. The cloud is full of misconfigured and vulnerable systems, and attackers are constantly looking for and exploiting these vulnerabilities. Once a vulnerable system is identified, they waste no time in launching an attack. Honeypots are a key active defense technique because they allow defenders to quickly identify when they are under attack without having to sift through a lot of noise and false positives. Honeypot systems are intentionally set up to appear vulnerable, so that when an attacker recons a network, they're lured into interacting with these sweet-looking systems. By design, honeypots should have no normal activity, so anything detected on the system has a high probability of being malicious activity. The unique data that can be gathered allows defenders to collect intel that can be ingested into security tools to proactively defeat attackers before they can compromise production systems. Hey, it's Gio from zvelo, and it's that time of year again. Holiday shopping season. And while it's super exciting to get those gifts for our loved ones, we also have to be on the lookout for scammers who try to take advantage of the increased online shopping activity. At any given time, there can be many thousands of active domains and URLs targeting Amazon shoppers by impersonating the Amazon brand. Taking a look at the zvelo fish block list for phishing threats that are targeting the Amazon brand, we see many thousands of results in the dataset, with new ones popping up every day, 24/7.